I think we're live. Are you there? Hello, this is our first time being on live. So I'm just checking the technicalities of this, seeing how it is, and using it as a mirror to check my face before I go pick up my son. I think I look good. All right. My technical dude, are you there? Yeah? Okay. Is that cool? Can you see it? I'm not?
Yes, you're not.
I don't know. This looks like live. I don't know what I'm doing, but I can see. Keep going. We're letting more viewers know you're on live. Yeah. I'm on live, bro.
Yeah, Alex, yeah.
Invite Bode Vibes to live. Have you seen it?
Yes, I've seen it.
Okay, so we can start. Yeah? Yeah, man. This dude, man. All these technical guys. Stop playing with my head, man. Are we good?
Yeah.
Okay, before I let Bashar talk, I just want to say this is our first live ever, Stone&Jezreel. My first live. I'm dressed this way because I came from a movie shoot, and this is how they want me to dress or something. But it's a good fit. I'm going to go pick up my son very soon. Thank you all for joining the live, Stone&Jezreel live. This is my first time, so we're setting this up, trying to check it out. So in essence, the reason I'm doing live is because many people have been asking for me to come live for many reasons. Our songs are coming out. We got beautiful songs. We got fans who love our songs. Thank you. We have some new releases coming out. I may play a video or two, but the main purpose of me coming live today is because of everything happening in the world, and I really just want to extend and express my own consciousness due to the gratitude and appreciation I have for my Creator for giving me everything, all the blessings I have. I understand that I should share that with other people. And this is my main purpose is for all those who are looking to evolve themselves, to change themselves to a better self. Those people looking for self-realization. Those people looking for inner engineering. You know, those people looking to become the greater self that they can become, which encompasses everything else. What you materialize, what you get in life, how you enjoy your life, your purpose, your destiny, all this type of thing. You know, this has been for me many years to do this, but I'm so blessed that I get to do it with the people who are close to me, who get to see me, and then I get to give them that blessing that I get. You know, I get to give them this advice when they ask for it. You know, so now all this needs to be extended or will be appreciated when it's extended. So I'm doing this right now under the Stone&Jezreel emblem, because that's where I came from. Big ups to Jezreel. She's probably going to see this. You know, she's chilling out somewhere. I'm here speaking for the whole. Big ups to Luna, who's been our manager from day one. And big ups to our team, Eri, Timmy, and every other ones that have joined us as well. So I'm going to let you guys listen to something. This entity, this being has been a teacher for me. He's called Bashar. And the wisdom that it teaches is what, you know, some people can say esoteric, but metaphysics or spiritual or spirituality, whatever that is to you. For me, it's just reality, and it helped me to get to where I want to be and to feel the way I want to feel in life and to actually express my unique self. You know, and for me, there are three words that I'm going to talk about. These are the three bases These are the three reasons everybody does everything. You know, these are the three outcomes that everybody is really looking for. And that's why they look for everything else. And three of them are all equal to me, but I would say them in just my own accordance. The first one is happiness. Happiness, joy. Is this very far? Can you see me? Can you all see me over there? Can you all see me over there? No. Just using this as a mirror again, you know, flossing. You know how we do it. Yeah, you can see me. I'm going to go sit my behind down to continue this. So happiness, that's one thing. Happiness, joy, bliss. You can call it bliss. You know, this is something everybody is looking for. This is why many people look for money, whatever it is, you know, at the end of the day for them to get happy. Number two is peace, P-E-A-C-E. That is the second thing. So many disputes, everybody's looking for resolution. Why? Because they want that peace back. They want that peace back. You know, it's like ground zero. If you don't have peace, then nothing grows. So everybody's trying to get that peace. You know, so they do whatever they can to get the peace of mind, peace in everything they are doing. So that's the second word. Now, the last one I'm going to say, not that it's bigger than every other one, but you can connect these two that I said to this last one, is the basis of everything in itself. That is love, L-O-V-E. And if anybody asks me what my religion is love. And some people there, I don't, you know, my Niger-based people, because my dreadlocks will say, Bob Marley, religion and love, instead, look, love is everything. And I'm not talking about just the various type of loves. All of them are inside this love. This one is all-encompassing. It has everything in it. And it has no conditions at all. It does not matter how you are, what you do. That love just comes. It's just there. It's the basis of the whole reality, the basis of life. Religious people will say God is love, God is love. You know, they're talking about the same thing. I'm talking about unconditional love. No conditions at all. It does not matter what you do. That love is there. The basis of everything. If you look at the sun, Helios, I call the sun Helios, my godfather. The sun shines and just sends that energy to the flower. The sun doesn't mind if the flower uses that energy or not. It just shines. And of course, the plants are wise. They use the sun energy, they grow. You know, so the sun is always there. It doesn't matter what you do, that unconditional love is there. Those are the three bases that I will be talking about, you know, for the rest of my life. Those are the three bases for me that is what to tell somebody that those are the things you should be looking at. And where you get those things from, we will be talking about that. Which one is temporary, which one is permanent, which one you can quickly access, or which one you may go through issues accessing. And it's two things. There is the inner world, there is the outer world. The external world, if you look for those things, you will get them, but they're temporary. You find them from within, the inner world. That's where you can get the truest and the purest and the realest love base, happiness base, and peace base. The outside is the secondary. The inside is the real one. It will last forever. The outside is temporary. So the outside would always mimic the inside. So I would talk and I would guide people. I would tell them, I would guide them towards meditation. I would guide them towards going inwards, because that's where you find those true stuff. You can find them outside, like I'm saying. I'm not, you know, but it's the inside that will last for you. It's the inside that would even attract more outside that are based of love, that are based of happiness, that are based of peace. So the inside is what I'm going to concentrate on, and I'm going to advise you. Now I'm going to play some few things by one of my teachers, Bashar. And I just want everybody to listen while we do this. And then afterwards, I got to go pick up my wonderful son again, in whom I'm well pleased, that I love so much, from school. And we'll be back, and we will do this from time to time. And I'll play some music. Of course, a lot of people are here for my music. My music is wonderful, it's great. Thank you all fans for loving it. And I put all this inspiration within the music because that's what I'm here to do. And I'm accomplishing what I'm here to do. I'm here to love you. I'm here to tell you to be happy, or just for you, to listen to you. I'm here to be peaceful also. And I'm here to be my unique self. And this is it. Music is part of that for me. So let me play this TV stuff. Let me use this TV before. Give me a second, guys. I'll find what I'm looking for. Oh, what I'm looking for will find me. Okay.
Designing, in a sense, within your relationship to higher mind, designing the reality that you prefer and shifting to the reality that already exists, that is more reflective and more representative of the reality, of the parallel Earth reality that you say you prefer, that you say you wish to align to. And remembering that the idea is not just the notion of a wish. It is not just the notion of a visualization. It is also the notion of action, of behavior, of behaving like the person you wish to be in the reality you wish to experience, so that you can ground all these energies like a circuit into the experience of physical reality. For if you continue to the idea of contrary behavior to the visualization of the version of yourself in that reality, it will not anchor that vibration in your experience, and you will not shift to that particular parallel reality. It is all about forming a cohesive whole in thought, word, and deed, so that the totality of your being is present, and the totality of your being is expressing the actions, the attitudes, the behaviors that go hand in hand with the changes that you say you wish to make within yourselves, but which in a sense are not holistically expressed, if not on every level, every moment. So, as we thus then apply this new information today, please recall all that we have said, not just in this particular momentary event, but in all the tools and suggestions and permission slips that we have shared with you. Applying them when and where necessary, every moment, opening up your imagination conduit to the higher mind and forming that relationship with the higher mind, so that in the balancing of the higher mind with the physical mind, you can truly function as a whole person on whatever version of Earth you truly wish to experience. We have in this particular event shared with you the idea of the 11-11-11 gate, and have given you many suggestions for how to use the resonance of that particular energy, those parallel tracks, those parallel lines, that which is considered to be the symbol of reflection, and suggested some ideas for how to utilize permission slips involving mirrors and your own reflections in a variety of ways for you to utilize in whatever way your imagination sees fit. We have thus then also described and explained the structure of the 9 levels of consciousness, so that you can truly understand and incorporate the true relationship between all these levels, and also how it is that from the physical point of view and the conscious mind's point of view, thinking that it is on top, it has created also the shadow reality below it that allows it to think that the feelings and belief systems it seeks to tap into are somehow below, but are truly, now you understand, to be above. And thus then knowing that whenever you seek to connect to the idea of to change and shift your reality in the way that you prefer, it is about expanding your energy upward to make the connection rather than downward into the ideas you have labeled the sub and unconscious minds, which in reality are above vibrationally the conscious mind of thought, which together forms the idea of behavior with the emotions and the beliefs. Using the template level reality freeing yourself to use it as a blueprint, to change those blueprints, to allow yourself more conscious recognition of your agreements, and to rearrange the idea of the themes that you chose to explore so that you become transparent to yourself in such a manner as to call forth again, acting holistically, the vibrations and the state of being that are representative of the reality you prefer, and in so aligning with those vibrations in attitudes of gratitude and expressions of calm and peace and creativity and love, and acting on your passion every moment that you can to the best of your ability with absolutely zero expectation for how it should all work out. You will thus then be squarely in the center with your magnetic compass needle pointing to your true self, moving forward along the path through the concept of space and time that you have created yourself to experience as part of the way of knowing creation, part of the way of experiencing process, part of the way of expanding your consciousness and imprinting your soul with the idea of a unique spirit that adds to the totality of the experience of how all that is experiences itself. Thus then, this day of your time, we will add now the notion, to cap this off, of what we have called the laws of attraction and repulsion, and the ways in which you use them and the ways in which you can use this very simple but very powerfully profound idea and notion to aid and assist you in accelerating your energy, so that you can match the frequencies coming in, radiating from the leading edge of the collective consciousness as you cross the threshold in 2012, and also so that you may have more clarity and a better capacity, shall we say, to transform very rapidly the idea of any beliefs that you wish to transform, and letting go of those which do not resonate in compatibility with you, and allowing those that do resonate in alignment with your true self to come to the forefront and be incorporated and integrated within the totality of your being. Thus then, let us begin to examine the idea of the laws of attraction and repulsion. Now, we have in some ways covered these ideas from a variety of perspectives and have many times used other words in which to describe these things. And as we move forward in this description and explanation, today of your time, we will also, as usual, to illustrate the point, provide a couple of different permission slip exercises that we will take you through. One to begin with in the first part of this transmission, and one in conjunction with your holotrope experience later on, as you know time to exist. The idea, however, is profoundly simple. Understanding, as we have already explained on several occasions, that the idea is that you are resonant frequency energy, that your consciousness vibrates at a certain pitch, that you yourself have a particular signature vibration that represents your unique beingness. And this particular resonant vibration, your core vibration, your true vibration, the vibration that represents you as a unique creation, a unique facet of the multidimensional crystal of creation, a unique expression of all that is in a sense a constant vibrational frequency. No matter what you may layer on top of it, in terms of your personality structure, in terms of how your beliefs may shift and your feelings may be expressed and your thoughts may play out and your behavior may unfold, always, always, always at your core, there is this signature vibration that goes all the way up the ladder that represents the unique expression, the unique extension of creation that you were created to be. And that is a constant, and it is always with you and is always representative of you. And that is why, as you do continue on your journey in this life, in the idea of the afterlife, in other lives, you will find that the more you integrate and the more you become more of yourself and the more you expand in spirit and soul and the more you take the place in the oversoul and above and beyond all that, into all that is, you will find that the perspective you will always retain will be as if all that integration is happening to you. And this will be the perspective you will maintain even in arriving at the level you call all that is, it will be as if you have become all that is. But this perspective, paradoxically, will be experienced by every single facet of all that is. Each aspect, each facet will experience itself in time becoming all that is. And thus then all that is contains all the pieces experiencing themselves ultimately as all that is. This is the holographic nature and the holographic structure of existence, in that every single piece of the whole contains the whole, can express the whole on some level in some way, so that each piece contains all the information of the whole. And in knowing that, you yourself know that you have all the information you need to be whatever unique experience you have chosen to be, and can know that it is always with you, can always be tapped into, can always be downloaded into you, and you don't really have to go seeking anywhere to find it. It's all here, it's all now, because there is only one moment in creation. Now, and now, always now, never then, never when, never sometime to be. Always it is now, and everything you call a different moment is just the same now from a different point of view. So the idea thus then of the vibrations of attraction and repulsion have been talked about in your society now in recent times with great fervor and great acceleration, because it is now the recognition that this is a true vibratory principle that you can utilize in your life in a variety of ways. That having been said, many of the concepts, many of the ways in which this has been expressed, all well and good, all germane, all perfect for what they are, have in some ways now orbited around the central idea of how this mechanism actually functions. Many of you have a certain idea that when you talk about the law of attraction, you know that if you order your frequency to a certain level, in a sense, if you pattern yourself in a certain way, you will attract those things that are of similar vibration. And in a sense, that is so. And you know that if you allow yourself to be out of alignment with your true self, you will attract things, in a sense, that are of the vibration of misalignment. And in a sense, that is so. And you know that when you have a vibration that is not compatible with something else, you know that the law of repulsion will come into play, in that those things that exhibit more and more incompatibility, vibrationally speaking, will drift farther, and farther apart from each other, until such time as those things that are truly incompatible with one another will simply cease to experience one another, because they will no longer really be sharing any kind of an agreement of the same reality experience. This is the other thing that we have also mentioned about in the crossing of the threshold in 2012, and what we have referred to by analogy as the train station. The idea that you have many tracks and they all go through this station. But after they go through this station, they start to split apart to go to their own individual destinations. And at first, the tracks are still relatively close together after they leave the station. But the longer the train travels, the farther apart it will get from any other train, from any other track. And so it becomes, in a sense, less likely that you'll be capable of shifting from train to train, from track to track, the farther apart the trains and the tracks get. And this is why it is so important now, in this time, to be on the track you really wish to be on. There will be a short amount of time in which you will still be capable of perceiving the other trains, the other tracks, but it will also, in time, be more and more difficult and less probable that you'll be capable of shifting from one track to another. So it is a good idea to make sure that you've bought a ticket on the appropriate train, now that it's leaving the station, while you still have the opportunity to experience what it is you say you prefer to experience. Thus then, this is an analogy of the law of repulsion, in that all these incompatible vibrations will begin to segregate out and push away from everything that is not, in that sense, compatible with it. This, in this idea, shows you that repulsion is just as strong an idea, just as strong a force, if you will, as the idea of attraction. And in that sense, without repulsion, attraction will not find the places in which those things that you are attracting can reside. For you must make room for those things that are you by letting go of those things that are not. Now, herein lies the real profound understanding and the core of this idea of the law of attraction and repulsion. Many of you, because again of the way you've been taught to sort of express yourself, to think, to frame things, to label things, to define things in your physical reality, have this kind of a picture in your head that when you vibrate in a certain way, you are attracting something from somewhere else to here. And that when you, in a sense, release something else, you are releasing it, so to speak, from here to somewhere else. Well, of course, many of you now understand that everything exists right here and now. It's not really coming from anywhere else or going to anywhere else. It is, in a sense, simply being rearranged as a ratio of energy, as a balance of energy, as an equation of energy within the consciousness that you are. But you can still use the analogy of the vibration of attraction and repulsion as you have been doing, and at the same time, we would now like to introduce another way of looking at this, another way of imagining this, another way of picturing this so that you can understand how to let go of any concept of effort or struggle with this idea of attempting to attract and attempting to let go, so that it will help accelerate whatever process you do deem is necessary for you when you plant into this equation this particular variable we are about to introduce. Because you see, this is all about the nature of existence, and you are part of the nature of existence. And in that context, as a part of the nature of existence, there really is no separation between you and existence itself. So the vibrations that we are talking about here of attraction and repulsion, you are really immersed in this energy. It is, in a sense, not separate from you. And because that is so, you can use these principles with the following understanding. I'll just put it to you this way. You are not doing all the work, and you don't have to do all the work in the following way. The things, the ideas, the beliefs, the concepts, the experiences, the opportunities, whatever you wish to call them, that are vibrating in alignment with your true core self are already doing their utmost to be attracted to you. The ideas, the synchronicities, the beliefs, the vibrations, the opportunities, the situations, the circumstances that are not aligned with that core, radiant, signature frequency that is your true self are doing their utmost to get away from you. The only reason the things that are attempting to get to you don't get to you is that you're keeping them away. The only reason the things that are attempting to get away from you don't get away from you is you are holding on to them and not letting them go. The energy of the law of attraction is not just you attracting things to you. It's the attraction itself being attracted to you, coming to you, desiring to be part of you because it recognizes the vibration that is your core signature frequency and can, by law, do nothing but be attracted to you. The things that are not you cannot do anything but, by law, attempt to remove themselves from the vibration they are not. This is the law. This is the variation of the third law. What you put out is what you get back. But this is the polarity understanding of that third law. that reality itself, existence itself, creation itself, nature itself is vibrating in these ways, and these vibrations can only align with similar vibrations and must move away from what they are not compatible with, unless and because you have been given the free will and the ability to choose to keep something at bay that is attempting to attract itself to you, or hold on to something tightly that is attempting to escape from you. And so everything we have shared with you about getting in touch with your beliefs, refining your understanding of who and what you are, and defining yourself more clearly has been all about the purpose and the focus of understanding how to let go of things that are already attempting to go away, and how to let things in that are already attempting to find you and connect with you. You are not doing the work in that sense of attracting and repulsing. The attraction principle and the repulsion principles are automatically built into nature. You are only doing the work of letting the things in that want to come in and letting go of the things that want to go. That's the work you're doing. You don't actually have to learn how to attract. You don't actually have to learn how to repel. You just have to learn to let in, and you have to learn to let go. That's all you need to do. Now, doesn't that sound a little more simple? All right. So when you understand that all of these things that are truly representative of your core vibration, the things that are representative of the life you say you desire, wish, prefer, would be overjoyed and passionate to live, now that you know they are banging at your door trying to get in, maybe you will let that door open a crack. And now that you know there are things that are not representative of the vibration of your preference at all, things that are wholly incompatible with your core frequency, that are banging on the inside of the door trying to get out, maybe you will open that door a crack, so that what needs to get out can get out, and what needs to come in can come in. All you have to do is open the same door. And the things that need to leave will leave. And the things that wish to come in will come in. You will invite them in, and you will invite them to leave. It is as simple as that. They want to be where they need to be. The vibrations that are incompatible with your signature core want to be elsewhere. The vibrations that are compatible with your signature core want to be with you. The reality that they bring with them wants to be with you. The reality that isn't you doesn't want to be with you. It wants to be where it belongs. Let it be where it belongs. Let it go find its home. Let the things that need to find you come home to you, because they are you. They are your home. They are your frequency. Now you can see with this analogy that you are floating around as individuals in a sea of whirlpools and vortices and eddies that are attempting to locate you. And as you allow them to come in, you will allow them to swirl and spiral into you. And as soon as they begin to swirl and spiral in, when you allow those other things to swirl and spiral out, you will make room for those things that belong with you and give freedom to those things that don't, instead of keeping them prisoner in your dungeon of pain and sorrow and suffering. This is why you have the phrase on your planet, misery loves company. You're holding on to all the things that are reflective of those things that don't belong to you, and thus then create misery, because you think that no one else is knocking at the door, when in fact all the things that would be representative of your joy are out there knocking, 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 going, where is he? Where is she? Why does it seem that no one is home? And that is because you have created, by holding on to those that don't belong in your house, you have created such a cacophony of sound, such an overwhelming volume of sound of all of those individuals being so miserable and chatting in your mind, and desiring to get out but not being let out and complaining about it that you can't hear who's knocking at the door. It overwhelms the sound of that which wants to come in. So, you need to quiet those noises of the things that don't belong, quiet the chatter, and say, you know what? Party's over. It's time for the new party to begin, the one that is more compatible with my vibration. Time for you all that don't belong here to go find the parties you do belong to. Because you see, all things, as we say, serve double duty. And it is not that many of those things are in and of themselves bad or wrong by any sense. It just seems that way because they don't belong with you. And thus then when you let them find where they belong, they can be transformed into positive energy. And thus then everyone can be having a positive party simultaneously by allowing those components to find the correct houses in which they belong, the correct people to whom they belong. So, all of you now with this new understanding that this vibration is a part of nature and is seeking you out, that which is aligned with you, and that this vibration is a part of nature, of those things that wish to move away that don't belong to you, and are attempting to do so, but cannot as long as you use your free will and your belief system to hold on to them. Now perhaps you can relax the idea of feeling like there is something special you need to learn to attract things, and something special you need to learn to let things go. The only thing, as we said, you need to do is let in and let go. You do not need to learn to attract. You do not need to learn to repulse. These things are automatically built into nature, to creation itself. You just need to allow it to operate according to the idea of your true signature frequency. So let us now, for the first exercise, imagine, if you will, by relaxing, taking a deep breath, and closing your eyes, imagine that you are a shiny magnetic metal sphere. You are gleaming, a gleaming, beautiful magnetic metal sphere. And as you know, magnets can both attract and repel. So the idea now is that there are certain other smaller pieces of metal and magnets, some of which are attempting to come toward you, being attracted to you by your energy, some of which are attempting to repel away from you because of the incompatibility of your frequency. Thus then, allow yourself to imagine that this metal sphere that you are has rods extending from it in certain places, and at the end of those rods there is a metal plate, a flat metal plate. And that flat metal plate is keeping at bay, keeping away those pieces that are attempting to reach you. And now imagine that other places on your metal sphere have long, heavy chains. And these chains are attached to the pieces of metal that are attempting to run away from you, to fly away from you. But they can go no further than the length of the chains, and the chains are taut, vibrating, holding on to them. The rods and plates are keeping things away. The chains are holding things back. You are a metal sphere full of rods and chains. Now, allow yourself as this metal sphere to realize that there is a deeper core, that the shell of the sphere is the only thing that has the rods and chains, but that there is a deeper magnetic core deep within this idea, and a higher frequency, because remember, deep within actually means higher above. So even though it may seem in the illusion of physical reality to be inside you, deep down, it is in that sense inside you in a higher frequency. It is actually up in energy. And from this sphere within you comes the true core signature frequency. And now that you know, now that you have been told, now that you have received information through the shell to the core, that there are things that you desire, that you prefer attempting to reach you, and there are things that you do not prefer attempting to get away, you let that energy and that information sink into the core, and you can now sense the core beginning to accelerate upward in vibrational resonance, becoming more and more and more vibratory, higher and higher in frequency, resonating, vibrating, humming with energy. And as it begins to do so, little tiny cracks begin to appear in the outer metallic shell. And here and there, those cracks start to go up the rods and the plates, and the rods and the plates begin to bend, and the chains begin to snap. And as you allow these cracks to radiate outward, and as the rods begin to crack, and as the chains begin to snap, you see and experience all the things being held by the chains flying away from you at the speed of light. And as the idea of all the rods holding away the things that are attempting to get to you snap and break, all of those things crash down onto the surface and shatter the outer metallic core and connect to the inner core, forming a beautiful crystalline surface of a new idea, a new you, one that is harmoniously and perfectly aligned with its true vibratory signature, and expressing that by allowing all the things that are in alignment with that frequency to come and wrap and form this beautiful, transparent crystalline shell of perfect identity, and allows all the things that are not you to go sailing away at the speed of light off into the endless void to find those places to whom and to which they belong. And you are just left as this perfect, beautiful magnetic core, shimmering, humming, and vibrating in this perfect, beautiful, transparent, crystalline shell that represents a pure alignment of your beliefs, your emotions, your thoughts and behaviors, the personality that you are, forming a pure spiritual envelope, a pure spiritual bubble, a pure spiritual crystalline form, taking its cue from the vibration of your core, having no impediment in it, no idea in it of anything that doesn't belong. It is all in perfect harmony, and it resonates and sings in pure crystal tones, feeding back to the core the vibrations in the form of song and light. And the light beams outward and is seen by creation, and creation rejoices in the pureness of the alignment, of the willingness to be perfectly who and what you were created to be. Breathe that in. And with every breath, understand you are energizing this vibration, this image of your true natural self. And that you now know that anything that does not belong to your vibration, you can simply let go, and it will go away. Let it go. It doesn't belong to you. And those things you now know that are of your frequency, your core vibrational frequency, are automatically attempting to come to you, are automatically coming to you, are on their way always, and will appear instantaneously in the manifestation if you allow that door, the freedom to be open, so that the things that don't belong can leave and the things that do belong can come in. Take the hinges off that door. Remove the door entirely. Allow it to simply be an open doorway, an open gateway to all that you are and allow all that you are not to be on its way. For through that door, things can pass in both directions. You are free to allow for a free-flowing exchange of energy, of that which is you and that which is not, to come and go, freely come and go, with no need to hold on to anything that doesn't belong, and no need to try and attract anything that does. You just know that you are perfectly magnetic as long as you are willing to let it in, and as long as you are willing to let go of what doesn't belong, then there will always be a space for that which does belong. But you must make room. You must make room. So make room for that which is you, and bid a fond bon voyage to that which is not, and let it sail free upon the sea of eternity and the sea of synchronicity, so that it may flow with the eddies and vortices and find its natural place, so that there is balance within creation. All things being who, what, where, and when they perfectly need to be in the eternal now, the eternal sea of all that is, floating free, dancing, swirling, diving, splashing, playing, loving, tumbling in perfect harmony with all other eddies and currents, all toward the source of all that is, the source of unconditional love and light, that you now reflect with your perfect crystalline spirit sphere and its vibrating magnetic core of your unique truth. Breathe it in and let it out. And breathe it in and let it out. And breathe it in and hold on to nothing. Let it out. And let this be as natural as breathing. For every breath you know you need to take in, that is the law of attraction. And every breath you know you need to let out, that is the law of repulsion. Let this be as easy as breathing. Let it be as natural as breathing. So that all things that want to come to you with every breath. And all things that wish to go away with every exhalation. Let it be the cosmic breath in and out of attraction and repulsion, of that which is you and that which is not. Taking it in, letting go. Taking in, letting go. It is the cosmic breath of creation, the cosmic breath of all that is. Breathe easy. Breathe as one. Conspire with the Creator. Allow yourselves now. Reconnect to whatever reality you have so deemed you now exist within, knowing that you have in many ways rewired yourself in this perfect crystalline way. That you are a new vibration, a new personality, a new idea, and a new understanding in a new reality, literally. And in this parallel reality now that you have joined us in, that you have agreed to co-create with us, we welcome you to this new reality. We welcome you home. And in return for the gift you are giving us, we ask, in what way in this house may we now be of service to you?
Well, I say good day to you this day of your time. How are you?
Well, I guess I'm okay. How are you?
Turnabout is fair play, yes?
Well, a wise guy, I see. Well, I ought to step into the fifth dimension and introduce you to my associates, Moose and Rocco.
All right. Greetings to you all.
Greetings. Yes, to three of us.
Good day to you.
Good day. My name is Chris.
If you insist.
I insist.
All right.
And I'm from Tokyo.
Oh, all right.
Thank you. I came here with a question about, as you might say, the sweet spot.
Yes.
Yes. But regarding the sweet spot,
Yes.
you have just wonderfully addressed it.
Yes.
And I'm quite overjoyed.
Thank you for your synchronicity.
Indeed. However, regarding that sweet spot
Yes.
and living in Tokyo,
Yes.
I do have a question. As you know, there was a big event recently that has received much conversation lately.
Yes.
And now we have an issue with radiation.
Yes, to some degree.
To some degree. And so I know now that I can exist in Tokyo as I've been there for half of my life. Okay, and I want to continue to be there.
All right.
Despite
half-lives.
All right, guys, I'm back.
folks.
Accept this.
Okay.
We are here
Okay.
for all eternity.
Someone
So
just
now-
came up. I just accepted.
So
I'm gonna
if
pause this now because I
I
know
let
this
the
is
good
like.
stuff in.
Hold on, dude. To those who were enjoying that, I just had to pause it. I went to pick up my son. Apologies for that. You know how we roll. Thank you so much for joining. That has been Basha. I hope you enjoyed so far. I'm going to be bringing a lot of this type of stuff to the channel for those people who are very interested in their own enlightenment, in their own. Yeah, what's up, Barry? Alpha, what's happening now? Sorry about that. I'm telling you. What's happening now? You come off a line? Yeah?
No, I'm still on it.
Okay, you're still on it. So how was it going? How was it going? I just picked up Noah. I just brought him back. I need to take him to, I think it's drama class or I have to stay on top of these things, you know. How was it? How has it been going? Okay. Okay, so I'm still gonna I'm gonna put this off maybe in 20 minutes so I can go take him to let me sit down. Like I said, this is our first live we're doing, so thank you all for actually being there and experiencing this live thingy with us. I need to take him to media. I need to find out now from his mom what that is. One of his teachers said I came late and I delayed her, what did you call her meeting. It was 5 minutes. I was there 5 minutes late. So I'm like, okay, this time I want to get there early. And this is the type of thing we're saying. I mean, her perspective of time is completely different from mine, To me, time is an illusion, and I allow for that, flexibility. If I tell someone to come at 1 and they come 1:30, I'm still cool with it. If I tell someone to come 1, they come 1:05, 1:50, I'm still cool with it. But not everybody in the world is like that, and I understand that. So I have to compromise a bit to meet them in the middle at least, so that this lady at 5 minutes, she's going to another meeting, and it's a huge thing for her. I need to be able to be considerate about that, not to say, oh, because it is nothing to me, then it has to be for her. We're very unique and we're very different. And the way we can have unity is to understand everybody's uniqueness and differences and to respect it. And to try at least meet each other in the middle. And when we do that, we can find a space for more peace as opposed to disputes. And we can find the space for unity. Because that is what we are looking for in this world. Everybody's so unique and different. And our differences should be celebrated. Not to be cast aside or, I blackball you or whatever what do they say these days? I don't even want to say. My name is Stone. Look, I'm like from the Stone Age. So a lot of the times, a lot of the references that are happening, I may not know it. Forgive me. And this life thing, technicalities, if I don't come out well technically or whatever, or the norms, I beg your pardon. Forgive me. Yeah, I am the way I am. I do it with mutual love and respect. So let's try to come together and find this unity that will help us, humanity, to celebrate ourselves and to enjoy this world that we call ourselves, our world. So what was I saying to me? I'm talking to my Oga at the top. He should know this social tech too. All good, right? Another thing with teachers. Good. Another thing with you can't call me yes sir. This will go say I'm the headmaster or something like that. See the way we address. Chill out now. Anyway, if nobody knows the way I was breaking that English, it's called broken English. Those that are not Nigerians, it's like the Jamaican patois. We break the English and stuff. I won't go into all that. But let me give respect to teachers. They do great jobs, and I respect them. I love teachers, so that's I said about my son's teacher. I respect that. I respect everything they're doing. It's not easy to have your kids or to talk of like having 50 kids in a class and then going through with that, So teachers should be given more respect, more value, and more pay, high pay, in that kind of way. Did I miss anything? One more thing. Noah, your mom said if we have the cats in the video, it's going to have many, many views. Can you go get the cats? I locked them up upstairs because I didn't want them to come in. Okay. Sorry, guys. Just pretend you didn't hear that. I'm coming. Let me continue this guy. If you guys are enjoying it, I'll be right back.
Then I can go out and eat.
I did come.
Simply know that you will attract to yourself what is compatible with the vibration of your preference.
I prefer pure salad without the plutonium. Is what I prefer. And so if I can just think that way, then I will be there.
If you truly can, if you can truly believe that way.
Okay.
Now, again, it is always about the path of least resistance. For if you find within yourself that you do still hold on to belief systems that are not necessarily completely what you prefer, but you find that you haven't yet chosen to let go of them, it is important to honor your belief system.
We have the cat. This is Sneagles. Sorry, Sneagles. This is Sneagles. She and her sister are like the new babies we have. Her sister is upstairs. You can't touch that one. Her name is Oreo Patra. Oreo. I keep calling her Cleo, so I turn it to Oreo Patra. Oreo, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's it. We got the cat in the video. Yay! Okay. I think she wants to go down now. All right. I'm gonna wrap up your Layla is doing some food, and then we're gonna go soon. But all bless. Okay, so that's the Stone&Jezreel house and life. I hope you all really enjoyed it, and as Bashar doing his thing and helping humanity. I don't want to go too much that deep, but if you want to explore, just Google Bashar, the channeler, and then get that wisdom. Those that are interested in, becoming more enlightened, having more inspiration, and have this, I call it evolution. So I have this group, some may call it spiritual group or something, that I believe that it's going to grow into a community. It is already doing that. It's called Evolution from Within. That started with me like years ago when I started my own evolution, and when I started writing my books to say this is something that has to spill out, because I found heaven inside. I found a direct connection to what we call the Creator. And you would hear Bashar say source. That just means God to those that are religious, and those that see it in different ways. It's just there is something that is bigger than all of us, but it's all of us joined together. And that's the source. We come from that Creator in any ways, in any fashion, in any language, in any uniqueness, in any tradition or culture, in any ways you want to put it. It's just that same source. And I believe that we're just one, humanity. So this is what I would be peddling over here when I do have the time. And I'm glad that I was able to do this, and I will do it more. And join me, continue to join me as you're seeing this. And thank you to everybody there. I'm still getting used to this, and I'm seeing comments. And I will be at some point be able to do all this and interact. But forgive me, my first time. Timmy, how we day?
Yes, sir. We are good.
We're good, right? And should I? Because I think I'll be leaving in. Waiting be your time, Seth.
2:42.
2:42. All right, I gotta leave in 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Before that, I want to shower you guys with the blessings of In My Own Way. These are frequency crystals, are frequency, energy frequency to uplift you. These just take them as neutral as you live on Earth. I really connect to planet Earth. I connect to nature a lot. The same way I connect to the Creator that that we all call God. So I will bless you with this. This one is love energy. This is a rose quartz, love energy. So I send you all love, and it's over here. And this one's here. This is an amethyst. They're purple. You can see them. This is an amethyst. This is like a zebra amethyst, and that's like an amethyst itself. That is for peace. 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 Got some more amethyst over there. And now what's the last one? Happiness. Happiness can be any of these crystals. All of them is happiness. I think I'm going to use this one to represent happiness. One more thing I would say, I would kind of go into Jesus Christ, or the Christ in all of us. When you have the true deeper meaning of Christ, they're talking about the light in all of us, which is the crystal, Jesus Christ. Yoruba would say Jesu Christi. So the crystals back in the day, when you go into the caves, you go into the mountains, and it's all dark. Then you start to see light. And that's because you see the crystals coming from the water elements and minerals that have been there for millions of years. They light up the place. So back in the days, they would call crystals light. So these are light, inner light of the spirit, the way you want to put it, or inner light of the soul of the planet. So there you go. This one here is for prosperity. That's how it is. Dudes, I'm Stone. I'm not Stone for nothing. That's my name. That's my being. That's my energy. So I love stones. I study them. I work with them. And there you go. You have the flavor of my uniqueness. From my uniqueness to yours, I love you all. And we're going to do this again. More and more time. Thank you so much. Timmy, we're good, eh? Okay, so what should I do? Should I press, which button should I press?
You can press end like this.
Wait. Okay, wait. I pressed end life, huh? End life. Jeez, which was end life? Oh my God. Ayabu. I seriously the yab, man. I don't even know which one be end life. Okay, wait. You don't make me the knee down now. Wait. Oh, I think I see something over here. Okay. Right here. No. No. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna shut my phone off. It always works. When something is not working in the computer, shut it off and put it back on. You're good. You're good. Yeah? Okay. Oh, you fear me stop am? I will me stop am. No, they disgrace me. I can't be like a Raoko where we wear suits. Everybody just they look me say, hey, where this man come from? Man, no, you know, sabi operating on phone. Okay. I think we're good. What else do I need? I'll be right back, guys. Yeah, I'm with you. Noah, we are going. Let's go. Yeah, I'm coming. I got it. Give me a second. I got it. Yeah, he has the end button. End now. Mwah. I love you all. Yeah. Muscle top. Yeah. Yeah. Bula bula. Bula bulu. Bula bulu. Bula bula. Make I go before I yap.